For anyone who has the Ace Pro 2 from Insta360, this video is for you guys. So I've been hearing this term open gate for a few years now, mostly related to the newer mirrorless cameras that are coming out. I'm sure you guys have probably heard it thrown around as well. I really didn't look too much into it because my Sony camera does not have open gate mode, so it wasn't really something I'd be able to use anyways. But then when GoPro announced that their new Mission 1 Pro cameras had open gate, that made me curious. A brief explanation of what open gate is, because like I said, I didn't really know too much about it either, so did a quick little search on the interwebs and this is what came up. Open gate is a recording mode where the camera uses the entire sensor instead of cropping the image to the standard widescreen 16:9 format. So in the instance of the Ace Pro 2, I'm getting a 4:3 instead of a 16:9, which basically means that I'm getting more vertical height out of my video instead of cropping it down to a widescreen. And the benefit of that is it gives you more flexibility when you're editing the video in post, so that you can crop it down to whatever you want. Whether you want to do it more horizontal, you can shift the image up and down. If you want to edit it for social media, you want to crop it in so it's a vertical video, you have more vertical height recorded. But the downside from what I can see is that the file sizes are going to be larger because you're recording more resolution with that extra height. There's some extra editing steps because you have to reframe it down to whatever size you want afterwards instead of just shooting, vertically or horizontally in the mode that you would typically edit in. Which honestly, that's not a big trade-off when you think about it. Like, it's a little bit extra work, but you get a lot more options to work with. So then I thought, does the Ace Pro 2 have an open gate mode or something to that effect? I'm surprised the Ace Pro 2 actually does have an open gate mode. They refer to it as the FreeFrame video. My recent video, where I almost destroyed this little guy, luckily the wind guard was the only casualty on it that day. I tried shooting in the FreeFrame video for the first time, not really looking into it very much or thinking about it. I just kind of made some assumptions that it would work similar to the regular video mode and just be framed differently. Unfortunately, when I actually looked at the footage afterwards on my computer, it looked like total trash. It was very shaky and I was totally stumped. I had no idea what had happened to it. But there's one big difference that I didn't know and I wish I would have known before I started filming when you switch to this FreeFrame video mode. And that is that the stabilization is turned off. It's not even an option. And I'll show you guys here on screen. Go into the FreeFrame video mode, you immediately see that the image gets taller. There's a little option on the bottom, you can turn the guide on or off. That basically is cropping to show you where the 16:9 format is or the vertical format. Or you could just turn that off and you just see the entire sensor image. Swipe up from the bottom to look at the settings. I've got the resolution settings, frame rate settings, but on the left side here, you'll notice that I have active HDR, the ratio, and the duration. And there's no option for stabilization on here. If I go back to the regular video mode, swipe up to settings, you see there's an option for stabilization. You can do low, standard, and high in stabilization. But in the FreeFrame video, the stabilization setting disappears. So you have no stabilization in this mode, unfortunately. Stabilization is one of the main reasons I got an action camera in the first place, so that I can get these different types of action shots that are going to be in rough environments and a lot of movement and vibration. So in my case, I mounted my camera to my mountain bike, went on a bumpy trail with apparently zero stabilization, and I did not realize that. And it looked completely chaotic when I saw the footage at first. So my initial thought was that I completely ruined the footage. I couldn't use this at all. I just wasted 2 hours of my time shooting all this footage and riding my bike out in the baking sun. But I couldn't believe that. So I did a quick search online and found that the solution was actually fairly simple, but it did require an extra step that I had no idea about. I mean, maybe if I read the manual and the settings for the different video modes, I could have figured it out, but who wants to do that anymore? Okay, so what you need to do if you shoot in FreeFrame video mode and you get all your files on your computer, you need to go download Insta360 Studio. They have it on their website. Just go under downloads, you can get Insta360 Studio. Download that desktop app, and then you're going to go and open that app. I'm going to open one of my shaky videos here to show you guys. Once you import the video into the app, there's tools on the right side of the screen. I'm going to start at the very top tool. So the very top tool here is the flow state stabilization. Now it's off right now, so if I show you guys, this is how the footage looks with the stabilization off, and this is what I was saying before. Now I'm going to go back to start. I'm going to turn stabilization on. You have standard, advanced, and horizon lock. I'm just going to leave it at standard, and let's just replay that. And now it looks normal. Now this is like what I was expecting from the regular video mode, the same stabilization. There's a couple other settings in here. You could change the field of view options, so you can do FPV, Mega View, dewarp. You can do a little dewarping in the app as well, which is nice if you want to change that up. There's a couple other options in here. Color optimization, screen processing, audio mode. I didn't mess with any stuff. I just wanted to get the footage stabilized in here. The other important one is that you can crop directly in the Studio app before you export. So on the screen right here, it says 4:3, that's full clip. If I wanted to do 16:9, I can crop it in here. If I wanted to do 9:16 for vertical mode, I can crop that in there. But you can also crop it in your video editing software as well. It just gives you the option to do in here before you export. So then once you export that, keep the resolution the same. Encoding, I mean, you can just pretty much leave that as is unless you want to change any of these settings. And then you're good to go. Your footage will now be stabilized and exactly how you expected it from the regular video mode. Just a little annoying having to go through all the extra steps just to get the stabilized footage, but I'm sure there's a reason, and I don't know the technical reason why they couldn't do that with the open gate mode, but it is what it is. For this particular video, it was helpful using this mode because that extra height, especially when I had the camera mounted really low on the bike, like the one I showed you guys, that extra height really helped to get more of the seeing in shot, so I kind of like that. But I think in general, I'll just stick to the main video mode. There's enough settings in there to get really good footage. Only in certain instances where I feel like I need that extra height will I use this FreeFrame video mode, but for the most part, probably won't use it. I think I've really only touched the surface with the Aspire 2. I've pretty much just been using the standard video mode and photo mode. I haven't really gone through all the other features and things you can do on here, so I'll probably do a couple follow-up videos going through some of that stuff. I mean, like hyperlapse and time-lapse and some of the other night mode settings. Like, there's a lot of options they have in there to mess with, so I definitely want to dive into it more and kind of share my experience on that with you guys, and we'll learn as we go, right? If you're interested in seeing the full video, or at least up to the point where I almost destroyed my camera, the link on the screen for the next video, and it's really in the first minute or two of all the action shots. And anyways, hope you enjoy that one. Hope this one was helpful to everybody. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.